Welcome to the Murfreesboro.com podcast, where we talk about all things Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Join host John I. Carey, his co-host Jonathan Harmon, and producer Trent Denson as they talk about all the great things happening in our city. From construction updates to local business spotlights to all the amazing events happening in our community. Listen in for all you need to know from Murfreesboro.com. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Murfreesboro.com podcast. Thanks, as always, for tuning in again. And if you notice, sorry for those watching, we've switched up a little bit.
But if the cameras are done right, then they will never know.
They'll never know. We're switching it
Isn't
up.
that a thing? They'll never know.
I don't know.
They'll never know.
Who knows? They'll never know. That's right.
Yeah.
But John I. Carey here.
Jonathan Harmon over here. Hey.
Producer Trent doesn't have his microphone.
Oh, hi, Trent.
Then we got Jeff over there, counting down the weeks.
Hi, Jeff. You know what we're going to talk about next month? It's going to be great.
There's a joke. Jeff is never on camera. So we're like, we got to get him on camera. He never wants to come on this
And
side.
in December, he said he would in March. And I'm not really sure why he did that.
I don't know.
But I'm holding him to it.
Yeah, it gave us a definitive date, March. There we go. Sonny, Dana, welcome to the show. Thank you very much. And you guys own the Protein Snack Shop. Is that the full title? I just call you the Protein Shop. So
Yeah, that's it.
Protein Snack Shop?
Yep.
Awesome. But I thought it'd be cool for them to come on because they have a really cool story about how they started and just kind of went on, and all of a sudden, boom. And like stuff you were telling us beforehand, it's really cool to see, especially local businesses that have like, oh, here's an idea. Oh, there's a big giant company, So that'd be cool to have you on. So thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited. I just saw y'all's names on the calendar. I was like, I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
I actually had my son try to Google you guys, and I think he found maybe your Instagram,
Probably,
but
yeah.
it hadn't been updated in a while. So I'm like, I have no idea.
Oh, that's mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do anything with my personal one.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I don't think I've posted on it like a year and a half or something.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the last picture of me is in front of a hemp farm. So the main photo is like a bunch of plants behind me.
He got lost, folks. He's never made his way back.
Oops, my bad. So,
But he's really happy right now. So
yeah, hey, it works. I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Just leave that one alone. But yeah. So I know you occasionally come on to Instagram. No, your Instagram is phenomenal, by the way. So
Thank you.
If y'all don't follow them, what's your whole handle on Instagram?
Just at Protein Snack Shop.
Easy enough.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. But occasionally you jump in. I've seen you on the
I've been
reels.
trying to get him in there more.
Yeah.
It's been a struggle.
Yeah.
We got beautiful women. Everybody wants to say that. I'm not a big hairy guy.
I don't know. We got male, female models over here. What are you talking about?
I know it.
Yeah,
I know
right.
it.
Big buff dude. And wait, are you competing again?
I don't know yet. I just
Okay.
competed in August. I don't know if I
No?
might. We'll see how the business goes this
Okay.
year.
Yeah, that has its way of doing that, doesn't it? Yeah.
Kind of controls our lives,
Yeah. I know, right? So your background with fitness, is that the whole oomph behind this, or like I don't know how you guys started. I don't know the story. So
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you do yet. Like I'm still
that's right. My
trying
bad.
to get.
Sorry.
I've caught bits and pieces. I know
I
there's
forget
a
because I know you
fulfillment
guys,
center.
so-
I know we're chucking boxes somewhere.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I forget because
There's
like you guys are
cheesecake
good friends. I'm
involved.
like, I just go for
Yeah,
it.
there's cheesecake involved. I know that.
Yes, cheesecake.
So
Yes.
tell us more.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Go ahead.
So we basically make gourmet protein desserts. We make like cheesecakes, muffins, and bars, and we have an entire keto line we call it keto, although it's just really great, healthy cheesecake and muffins and bars. And our entire keto line is gluten-free, sugar-free, low-carb, high-protein. So it's safe for celiacs, it's safe for diabetics. It's just a healthy alternative to all the kind of junky protein bars that are out there. It's all small batch made in our facility. And then we also have a vegan line. We also have cheesecakes, muffins, and bars in our vegan line. Those are all gluten-free, high protein, although we do use some dates and maple syrup in that, so it's not completely sugar-free. But our products are really amazing. He's done a ton of research on trying to figure out how to keep our products the way they are. We've talked to co-packers to try to grow, but he has spent hours doing research on trying to figure out how we can keep our products as healthy as possible, but create shelf stability. So last year we purchased a nitrogen flush packaging machine. So all of our products are handmade. We package them, remove the oxygen from the package so that we can extend the shelf life without having to add preservatives or sugar or anything like that.
Nice.
And then we blast freeze them, and they're kept frozen until They come out of the freezer. We send them to our retailers. So frozen, they're good up to a year, and in the fridge, they're good for a month.
That sounds
Okay, that's not bad actually for all natural stuff.
Yeah, for a fresh
no
cheesecake.
preservatives, no sugar.
Yeah.
And I can attest to everybody watching and listening, they are good. You gave me those cheesecake ones. I was like, oh my God.
Should have brought you guys. So
I know.
Yeah, you should have. I think that, John, that needs to be a thing now. I mean, the coffee guy brought us coffee.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So,
We
you know.
should have.
we'll drop some. Are you guys here all week?
Yeah, well, we do this he's here all the time. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll take cheesecake.
Yeah, no,
Trent's like,
Drop some.
next week, Trent's going to be like, yeah, I don't know what happened, man. They never
Yeah.
brought any by.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I admit this, but like when the first time I ever tried one, I was like, okay, you say like all the ingredients wholesome, everything good for you. I'm like, okay, most of these taste like cardboard, but you're my
Yeah.
friends. I'm gonna try one. I was like, oh my God, pardon me, but
We get
they're
that a
really
lot.
good. Like,
Yeah.
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 We need to start recording people. We've talked about that. Like the first time people try
First
it.
bite. Oh, that could be a
Yes.
thing.
It
Oh, it
really
totally
needs to
could.
be.
First bite. It's like the packaging or whatever, the unboxing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
people don't expect it to be as good as it
Yeah,
is. 'Cause-
you totally should do that.
yeah.
I'll
John and
volunteer.
Tiffany would let you sit up at the gym
Done.
and just like
Record
shout out
people.
Gold's Gym, by the way. Yeah, just record. Be like, here, everybody try one and just see what
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Let me know. I'll sit up there with you.
Yeah. First bite. That could be a whole series. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you're queen of the reels. You can make a whole reel. Of
I
it.
know. My brain is going right now.
There you go. Oh, they let you do that in a heartbeat too. So that'd be awesome.
So just from what I've heard, anytime that I've ever gone to look for protein items, whether it's powder or it's bars or whatever, oftentimes the bars are honestly they're just glorified candy bars in a lot of cases, and they've got so much other garbage. I mean, if I can't pronounce it, I don't really care to eat it.
Right.
And if I can't pronounce 7 or 8 or 10 things on the menu, I really don't care to eat it.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to try some and see. But
Well, that and I like, especially like on that cheesecake one I was referencing earlier. You put this, the nutrition facts, on your posts, and it's like, oh, cool, So I can see how many sugars and carbs and all that, and et cetera, et cetera. So I mean, they're really good. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
all. Yeah.
so how did you guys get started on this? Like, where did this come from? Where are you getting your recipes? Did you invent all this stuff?
Yes.
Some origin story here.
Yeah, so my background it's always been in health and fitness, pretty much. I was a trainer for many years, and my clients, like, showing up at the gym it's easy. You can have a trainer, you can use the machines, getting through your workout is kind of the easy part. But then when you go home, like, that's where people,
The wheels fall off.
Yep.
That's story of my life.
yeah, and that's very common. Coming from a background, I've had a lot of struggles myself with eating and eating disorders and stuff. And so I've always tried to make that more of a focus in the fitness industry, because I think it's something that people know they're supposed to do. People know that's one of the most important parts, but it's also the hardest part. So,
Well, and by and large, we know what's right and what's wrong. I mean, like, so sweets are great. I'm a Doritos guy all the way, man.
Oh,
I can sit
man.
down, open
Yes.
up a bag of Doritos, but I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Like, ever. Not even on special occasions,
right.
Half a bag.
And maybe
Half of it,
yeah.
just half of it.
Well,
You'll
it
be all
depends
right.
on the bag size, right?
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But food is comfort for people. Like, when you go home, I mean, how many of us are emotional eaters, right?
Oh,
If you're
yeah.
happy, you eat. If you're sad, you eat. Like, before you go to bed, you just want to munch on something. You have a sweet tooth or whatever it is.
Oh,
And
yes.
there's just
Bowl of
nothing-
cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah, really bad.
Exactly, right? And there's really not anything good out there, like, to help with that. And I don't know, it's amazing to me that we have so many great ingredients that we can use, but everybody wants to do it the quick and easy way. So going through a co-packer or adding whatever you can add into it to make it last as long as possible on the shelves. But I just really wanted to create something that people could eat, as even while I'm in competition, when I'm prepping for a show, I can take one of our cheesecakes and I can eat half of a cheesecake. When this last show I did in August, I did the state show, and we were trying to develop an entire new line of products, like right in the middle of my prep.
Oh no.
And I was like, well, how am I supposed to do that? Like, none of this stuff is on my diet. But every day I would eat like tons of stuff that wasn't on my diet that I shouldn't have been eating. That was in our kitchen, but it was all sugar free. It was all high protein. And I would just take little bites, but by the end of the day, that's quite a bit, you know? And I did that for weeks, and I still took first place in my show.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that goes to a test for your products too, because I remember when I used to do that way back when, like literally one bite of one thing can throw off like your whole day.
and it'll
Like,
make you sick.
Yeah, just a bite of this pizza. I'll
Because
be
you're,
fine. No,
you're a walking science experiment.
Exactly.
basically,
Yes.
As far as getting all the
Yeah.
whatever's right.
And your body is so cleansed of everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're just eating like the purest, cleanest foods while
Yeah.
you're in prep. So like taking a bite of something that has sugar in it or that's greasy or has carbs,
Yep.
like your stomach will bloat. You'll feel like garbage. I ate our stuff literally throughout my entire prep and I was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. People ask me that too when I was backstage. Like, do you eat your stuff when you're like in prep?
I can see them doing that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You really eat that? Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Doesn't
well, and
matter.
I had a rhinestone logo made for the back of my robe. When I was walking around backstage, a bunch of the girls are like, "Oh my gosh, my trainer put your stuff on my diet."
Nice.
Yeah,
There you go.
The girl who won, she won multiple shows this year. She's like, my trainer I eat one of your bars every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a huge testimony right there. Because those diets, for those that don't know, are very strict.
They're
Crazy.
brutal.
Extreme. Yes, brutal.
Yeah.
That's definitely a
Yeah.
better word. So,
Yeah, so between my clients, my own eating struggles, and competing, all of those things kind of together are what made me create these
I gotcha.
recipes, and they're all my recipes.
So you made all of the recipes on your own. I mean, did you start with a base knowledge somewhere, or did you just kind of start mixing stuff up and go, "Oh, this is good"?
Yeah, I've been trying to create healthy alternatives to bad recipes for years for my clients. When I was a trainer, I worked with a lot of different people at my studio that had celiacs, MS, diabetes, all these different diseases, and they weren't seeing the results that they wanted or whatever it was. And I was like, what can't you live without? Like, what are you struggling with? And they would tell me, and I would go home and I would try to like create something
Oh, that's cool.
that was a little bit healthier for them. Like, here, this isn't exactly what you want, but this is taking out all the stuff you don't need, and I've been doing that for over 20 years. And so finally, I was an executive for Target. He was in pharmacy. He's a pharmacist. And he's like, you need to quit your job. Like, you work too much. We never see each other.
Yeah.
So I stepped down from Target, and I was like, well, now what am I supposed to do?
She made it about a month.
I made it about a month. Yeah. I'm like, now
That's
what?
pretty good. It's longer than I would have
It was,
probably.
it was rough. And then all the people at the gym, because I still would make stuff for fun and bring it in for all the trainers at Gold's.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like, they're all like, why don't you start making your treats? Like, they had a smoothie bar there, but they didn't have any food.
Gotcha.
And Ashley's like, I have people ask me for food all the time. Start making your treats and bring them in here. So I got my business license. I found a little commercial kitchen to use at a friend's school, and I just started making my little treats and bringing them in to the gym.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
That's
And it just kind of kept growing.
it was just supposed
Yeah.
to be a hobby. It was never supposed to be a business.
So, you know what though? Those are the ones that do the best and grow the biggest. They're like, oh, look at the bedazzled lady or whatever. Oh, I just did it for my son's backpack or whatever, and now
Right.
just boom, and now like you're
because it starts
I was
as a
just-
passion.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
That's the
yes, yeah. I'm just helping people eat good stuff. Oh, boom, big company. Like
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So where are all you guys now? What's your distribution?
We're in about 10, 11 states and almost probably about 70 retailers. We do a lot of direct to consumer. Got some big things that we're working on this year, kind of transitioning into nursing homes, assisted living.
That
Because a lot
makes
of the-
sense. Yeah.
A lot of the elderly, I just learned this in the last week, the sweet taste buds are the last to go. So
Are they really?
Yeah, so that's why
Okay.
they don't want to eat the chickens and the rice and all that kind of
Want
stuff.
to have a little bit of
because
ice
they can't taste
cream
it.
or
Yep, so they just want ice cream. That's what all the ladies
Cakes
have
and
met.
muffins and pies.
So they were really, really excited. I met with 3 different facilities, and they're like, this is going to be great. Of course, they had to taste it. I'm talking to them about it, but they actually have to taste it and run it by management. But they're like, this would be amazing because if they can eat something sweet and get protein in them, and get calories in them, it would be a huge win. So that was an arm of our business we never even thought of until
That's
we had
brilliant.
a lady reach out about 2-3 months ago that's got her PhD in nutrition in North Carolina, and was like, I've been looking for something like this for 7 years.
that doesn't taste like cardboard or have a bunch of stuff you can't pronounce.
Yep. That's what, and she's just like, all the protein stuff out there. She's like, I just can't get the elderly to eat it.
Because it's horrible. I mean, let's call it what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she said there's an ice cream out there that's just, she's like, it looks like Sledge.
Oh,
she's,
yeah?
She's like, they just won't eat it. So she's actually going to fly out in a couple of weeks.
Killer.
She consults for probably like 20 different nursing homes. So it's just been a lot of exciting stuff happen this last year.
And we've had some amazing partners that took us on early. You know, I Love Juice Bars carry all of our vegan line.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep. The nutrition factories have been with us since the very beginning. You know, they carry everything. But we're in Healthy James, meal prep companies out of Kentucky, and they're a franchise and they're growing, and we're in all of their locations. And we've just had some really, really great partners.
Yeah.
Nice.
They'd have Eat Well was one of the early partners with nutrition.
Yep. Eat Well Nashville has had our stuff on their menu
Okay.
for
Yeah, I know those guys.
a
Okay.
year and a half. Yeah.
Awesome. Nice.
Since the beginning. So we do really well in like coffee shops, Brass-Horn Coffee Shop downtown Murfreesboro. They
I
carry
have
them.
had your stuff. That's yours, the little
Yes,
cheese.
with the metallic labels.
Man, that stuff's good.
Yep.
See, there you go.
I have had that. I forgot. I didn't remember the brand.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, there
Yep,
you go.
That's us.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's delicious.
See, there you go. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't think about what you were saying with the elderly retirement homes and whatnot, because that's one thing. Have you ever bitten into a protein bar and it's like biting a brick?
No, they're
Yeah.
terrible.
Your jaw
And your jaw
starts,
hurts by the time you're done.
Yes,
Yeah.
yours you could cut with a butter knife. Like just like the cheesecake.
People open it and they're like, "Oh, this is really cheesecake."
Yeah, exactly.
It's really
It is
cheesecake.
really. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, we really failed on not bringing them, didn't we?
Hey, at least you recognize that.
Yes.
That's okay.
I've eaten plenty of them, so I'm just kidding.
So they got to stay refrigerated, right?
They're good. So Sonny, again, with all of his thousands of hours of research, we have a company out of California that has done all of our lab testing for us. So all of our products are good out of the refrigerator, sitting like on the shelf for 24 hours.
Okay.
All of our
So
shelf
you can throw
life-
them in your lunchbox.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We recommend keeping them frozen. They are frozen. When we ship them, they're frozen. They stay frozen really well. You can eat them within like 10 minutes of pulling them out of the freezer. They're even still good, partially frozen, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I bet they are like popsicles.
Yeah. So if you take them out
Put
of
a
the freezer,
stick on them.
Yeah,
There you go.
you go.
Yeah, protein
You're
pops.
welcome.
There you go.
Yes.
Cheesecake ice cream.
Yeah. Well, actually, right now we're in the middle of developing our first box that will actually be sold out of the freezer section in grocery stores.
No
So that'll be able to-
way.
yeah.
Yeah, we've got some
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
It'll have 8 cheesecakes per box.
8 to 10, I
8
think,
to 10.
depending on the cheesecake.
Yeah. So
So we and last year we did the Tennessee Grocers Association.
Yeah.
Kroger. We got to meet with one of the top executives that said when we're there we'll be in we'll get to start in like a local Kroger and a regional Kroger. So we have that whole side going too. We've got a grocery chain in Texas and Oklahoma
Nice.
that want to get it started with us. So I think this is gonna be our year. And we've done all this, which is a huge testament to everything that she's created through COVID. So we literally decided we're going to cash in the retirement, start this business, and so we did that in December of 19, and COVID hit in March.
Yeah.
And so it was like, well, welcome to business,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, and like you said,
Sink or
you were,
swim, baby.
You were an executive with Target, right? And then you were a pharmacist. So it's not like, oh, we're leaving our, you had big jobs. So,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, let's do this. So diving
Yeah.
in off the deep end, feast first.
Yeah.
Going in. So,
Yeah, I
well,
totally stepped away.
I was doing it for about a year on my own. I like started it, got it all going completely on my own, and then he's like, I think that this could be big. Like we could really do this. And so then he stepped down from pharmacy almost 2 years ago. A year and a half ago.
Thank God it was right before COVID.
Oh, yeah, man.
oh,
I can't even
geez.
imagine being a pharmacist today.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Now, do you guys have employees? You manufacture everything here. You had mentioned a 3,000 square foot facility that you guys are, I guess, your kitchen or what have
Yeah,
you.
we built our own kitchen and moved into that last November. So it was a year in November that we've been in there. We have a 3,000 square foot manufacturing facility in Smyrna. We have people swing by there all the time and pick up stuff too. We have customers that come and find us. But we have about 4 employees that work for us right now. We're going to have to start hiring here soon, I think, because we're growing pretty fast.
Well, you let me know. We do job posts.
Oh, you
So-
do?
Oh,
Okay.
perfect.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good
They
to
always
know.
do real well. So, yeah.
okay.
That's great
That's
to
actually
know.
perfect.
Yeah, we're going to be needing people helping with the fulfillment side and learning our packaging machine. We're going to
Nice.
we have a lot. We're hoping that by the end of this year too, we're probably going to be opening our own retail location as well. Because I do custom like birthday cakes and cupcakes and
You make protein cakes?
They're amazing.
all of our cheesecakes. Any cheesecake that we have, I can make it into.
I'm like floored. I'm like,
I'll
I'm
have to
totally
show you
getting
some-
one.
The
I'll have
look
to
on
show you
your
some
face is
pictures.
awesome
Yeah.
right now.
And then I have I make this gourmet like sugar-free protein mousse that I put on top of the cupcakes and stuff. It's
Nice.
amazing.
She's got about 15 other products that her and our kitchen manager have developed that are amazing. Like everything from keto protein bagels that are amazing, waffles.
Pound cake, waffles.
See, I have a bagel every morning, a blueberry bagel.
I need a
scrap
legitimate
that.
substitute for Cheetos or Doritos. That's what I need.
I'm with you. Cheetos are my downfall.
Cheetos
too.
and Doritos. If you
Cheetos are my.
just one. I don't even care which one it is.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
The challenge has been set.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it sounds like you guys aren't cooks or anything. You're chemists. It almost
Yeah,
sounds,
I've never been a baker or a cook.
Okay, yeah.
Ever. Like,
Yeah.
if you asked me to bake a cake, I couldn't do it. But if you give me protein powders and almond flours and specialty shit,
Got you covered.
I got it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So does the pharmacy help with that? The background? I mean, with,
She kind of early. She came to me to like sweeteners and
There's so many yucky fake sweeteners
Yeah.
out there
Oh,
that
yeah.
have horrible aftertastes and
Okay.
are not good for you and are processed. And I wanted to be sure that I could find a really good alternative that was healthy.
I
So I
gotcha.
came to him and I was like, as a pharmacist, like, what do you suggest? Like,
I
what would you
gotcha.
recommend?
And that's why
Nice.
we picked erythritol, the sweetener that we use. It's safe for diabetics.
Yeah.
It's probably the only one. Allulose is another, but doesn't have the same research done on it.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing
Yeah.
bad about erythritol. I've looked and looked, and it's got so many positive attributes.
What is it extracted from?
It's naturally occurring. It's in pears and grapes and watermelons, large scale. They actually use, much like in the alcohol process, they use a yeast to convert glucose.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
the yeast itself will turn it to erythritol. But it is, it's not, all this artificial stuff. We absorb it, which most of the sweeteners, the artificial sweeteners, you don't, so they pass through. And then our body doesn't see it as a carbohydrate.
That's
so
the
there's
thing.
no
It doesn't mess with all the insulin levels and all that
no
stuff.
insulin response. We excrete it in the urine unchanged. So it's amazing because most of the artificial sweeteners cause diarrhea and cramping because we don't absorb it, pull water into the intestines and stuff. So it's just an amazing. I mean, now they're showing some antioxidant properties. It prevents tooth decay. Yeah,
Prevents tooth decay.
Yeah.
It's actually used in mouthwashes and
Well,
stuff.
it's xylitol is used in
Xylitol.
mouthwash,
Yeah.
but it has the same properties in the mouth.
That
No
is
kidding.
cool.
I was just reading an article, and I can't even remember what publication it was in, but it was a dental publication, and it says, "Is erythritol our new best friend?"
Oh, really?
And it started just going on about all the new research that's coming out about all the positive.
You guys are chemists. Holy cow.
Cheesecake
This is
flavored
cool.
toothpaste. You heard it here first.
Oh my God.
It's amazing. It's really expensive. Like all the stuff that
is
we
very
use is very,
expensive.
very expensive, but they're all very quality.
Yeah. So what about like, I'm just trying to think, like my mom, for example, she has gluten issues and different things
She
like
could
that.
eat all of our stuff.
We don't use-
She's literally been looking for stuff for a long, she can't eat
Yeah.
sweets and stuff and diabetic and different things. So
Well, we're going to get her some
Solved.
stuff, John.
Yeah.
issue solved right
That's
there.
awesome.
We get phone calls and emails and all the time about a one family. And was she in Florida?
Yep.
She is diabetic and her kids are celiac.
Really?
And she's
Okay.
like, I cried when I found your stuff. She's like,
Really?
my kids love it. Children love our stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Which
I
is
can
a
see
huge
that.
attestament to it. Our peanut butter bar tastes like a Reese's cup.
16 grams of protein.
It has 16 grams of protein in it. Yeah, no
Mm.
sugar. So that's why I started this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Company is because I wanted to be able to help people. Honestly, I started it for selfish reasons. I didn't even think about the celiacs and the diabetics and everybody else.
Well,
out
Oh, here
there.
just
And
comes this whole
and
side.
the-
Oh, it works.
And
So-
the elders and oh my word, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So how many bars do you guys make a week?
We
That's a
actually
good
we have
question.
our kitchen manager is phenomenal. She's been putting together all of these different just organizations of how to do stuff and the processes and everything in the kitchen. So we can, just with me and our two main girls, the three of us in the kitchen, this last week we produced 4,850 cheesecakes.
Holy
Packaged,
moly.
blast
Packaged,
frozen,
black frozen in
Yeah.
the freezer. And our goal, that was our goal for the week. And we were done with that by Thursday.
Yeah, so we're
Nice.
probably
So
in
you
the
have
6 or
capacity,
7.
is what you're
Oh
saying.
my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think we could easily, just with the three of us, Monday through Friday, and that's just working our normal hours, no overtime.
Yeah.
We could do probably about 6,000.
which is
Nice.
a small crew. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting a pretty good process now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a dumb question. Is it simple math, like double the crew, you can double the production, or is it like exponential? You can get like 3 times more.
I feel like it
Yeah.
would be exponential.
It would be
Ah,
exponential.
nice. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
because there's simple things that we could do. Like we could have one person come in just off a few hours and do like all the crusts, so that when
Okay.
we come in,
Makes sense.
we can start the fill. Like there's just so many little things that we could easily change
Yeah.
to increase production significantly.
Well, and we're transitioning to custom film. So instead of having the labels.
Right
that
now
we
we're
apply-
stickering all the products after they get packaged.
Oh, really? Okay.
We like wrap, and so he has gotten us film where it will just be printed right on the package.
Nice.
So we're
that's
kind
a
of looking like
huge
a
step.
it's
So you guys are identifying bottlenecks and saying, what can we fix this one, right? Putting a sticker on a package takes forever, I'm sure.
well, we don't have a manufacturing background, so it's
Yeah.
been like
Yeah.
just I feel like I always use the analogy: you walk into a wall and you're like, okay, I got to turn right here and walk into another wall. That's how we're learning.
You're living Who Moved My Cheese right now.
Yeah. Well, and nobody else does what we do. So
Yeah.
we can't even reach out to somebody and be like, hey,
I gotcha.
what do you suggest?
Yeah.
Like, this is just totally a new thing.
You know what it sounds like? You ever watch Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Like the ones that make the big ones, or they get the huge investments or whatever and stuff, and they're like, okay, so you just went along. Obviously, you started as a hobby. It got bigger. You identified a problem. You fixed it. And now you're just learning as you go and be like, well, we have to do it ourselves. Nobody else can. And next thing you know, boom.
We actually made it to the final round.
No way.
Did you really?
So we kept
Did you
hearing,
really?
Yeah, we kept hearing, you got to go on Shark Tank. I mean, we probably
we've
heard
heard
that
that.
at least 100 times. So I'm like,
Or
all
more.
right. So I went online. I filled out the online application. It takes you like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Got a call from the casting assistant. It was about a 45-minute interview. And she's like, we definitely going to push you through. And then we probably filled out, was it 15 hours or more of applications?
No way.
Oh, they wanted
It's
to know
insane.
everything.
Really?
Good gracious.
And then we
Wow.
sent samples, and then we made a fun little video because they want you to make they don't want professional videographer. It's just kind of improv,
Okay.
They want to see how you guys are going to react.
Yeah, and I thought it
part
turned
of it
out
is selling
fun.
you, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't get picked. I mean, it was one of those things. You're either on the show, so you're at the final round, or you don't hear back, and it was like, which is a bummer because it's like,
Then you're waiting.
Yeah, you're waiting, checking your email.
Yeah.
Did I miss a phone call?
Oh no! Was that spam or was that them? Oh, no.
You got pitched car warranties like 25,000 times,
Yeah.
didn't you? Because you
Yeah,
actually
right.
answered it.
This could be them.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have just been a fun experience. Probably not who we'd want to partner with, not the same
gotcha.
value set.
Yeah.
We started this to help people, to give back. And, we've had people approach us to invest. And, the hearts have to be aligned. We never jumped into this, obviously, for money. We're not making any yet. So if we did, it
Well,
would
you're
be,
growing, right? So it keeps going back. Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
I mean, and we're turning the corner, but it's not been about money for us. It's been about helping people.
It's a mission.
Yeah, like her story is amazing. I mean, she hasn't even gotten into all of it. It's very moving. The whole reason behind this business was very selfless. She really wanted to help people. Much of her life has been about trying to help people avoid the struggles that she went through at any cost. I mean, she'll literally wear herself down to, hours and hours just putting out for other people and helping other people. And it's been neat to see when you do something like you're saying that you're passionate about, that you are doing it for the right reasons, to see people respond.
Yeah.
Probably the most moving story we've ever had testimony is we did the Bell Buckle Arts and Craft Festival.
Oh, yeah.
last year. And I didn't think we would do very well because, foot-long corn dogs. I actually saw deep fried butter, which I was like, how does that
They
even
make deep
work?
fried butter.
Oh,
How
yeah.
do you even do that?
You freeze it first.
Oh, is that what it is?
I know the
Yep.
answer to this. Sitting at this table, one of these things is not like the other. That's all I'm saying.
And so I was like, I don't know if this will be our crowd, but it was a small percentage of people, but they were super excited because they're like, I've been coming here for 20 years and I can never get anything because they're celiac or diabetic. So I had this little girl, she's probably 10 to 12. She came up with her girlfriend and she said, hey, is your stuff gluten-free? And I said, well, sweetheart, all of it is. So she's like, well, can I try some? Super polite. Of course, we have tons of samples. And she made her way up. She said, can I have some more? So she made her way up and down the samples. And she had big tears in her eyes. She goes, I got diagnosed with celiac and hospitalized a year ago. And she's like,
She's like 10, you said?
probably 10 to 12.
Oh, wow.
And she had like big tears well up in her eyes. And she's like, I haven't been eat anything that tastes good in the last
Oh,
year.
man.
And of course, I mean, I'm not much of a crier, am I, Dan?
No, you're not at all. No.
I have like big
I know
tears
that
of
one.
eyes.
Your eyes are glossy right now, man.
It doesn't take much.
So it was just so moving because I just stepped back because I'm not going to lie, we put a lot of hours in every week. And to just see the response that she had to it. So she left for about 20 minutes because she's like, "Can I have some more apples? You can have as many as you want."
Whatever you want, kid.
It was so cool because I'm like, what we're doing is making a difference. And I didn't feel like that at the end of my pharmacy career, you know, seeing the big picture of pharmacy, and not to go down that road, but what I feel like the things that we're making, loving on people, is making a difference, and it's exciting. You know, it's very fulfilling.
Yeah.
To do
See,
something.
and that's why you're being so successful with
That's
it
it.
and everything. So you're I'm sorry.
Breathing good into the world,
Yeah,
man. That's awesome.
You're fitting him over there. You're fitting us over here. Like, Spread the Positive is the name of his company. So
Yes.
That's amazing.
this is so you're preaching to the choir there.
Well, you
That's
do so
awesome.
many things, John. It's very moving. Just all the community givebacks
shoot.
you do
Oh,
through
thanks.
Murfreesboro.com.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank
story.
you. Trying.
Yes.
Very cool.
Well, it's really neat though to watch you guys because I mean, known you for so long now, and then I remember you and I were talking one time. You're like, "Well, we're gonna give this a shot and doing this," and then it's like, "Wow." See, I'll be honest. I knew you and I were talking about you were getting a new building or something, and now it's come to fruition. And you're like, "Well, we got 3,000 square feet of just manufacturing." It's awesome to see.
It's crazy.
I love it.
I remember when Brooke had Lucas, my best friend had her little boy. We were sitting in the hospital room with her, and I was like, "So I think I'm going to quit my job and start making protein bars."
Wow.
And she's like, "Oh, okay."
She's still all doped up. Okay, go for it.
Yeah. She's like, "Okay." So Lucas is kind of like my time frame. You
I
know?
gotcha. Okay, that's funny.
But she didn't want to rain on your parade, but that, was...
I don't think she was quite sure what to make of it at that
Yeah.
time, but yeah,
Come back later. So what was that we were doing? Talking about? I don't
That's
know.
awesome.
yeah.
So what's next? You mentioned several things earlier, but anything else coming down the pipeline you want to talk about? Or
No, this year we're doing, like I think I had mentioned, we're doing like our flavor of the months this year.
Oh, yeah,
which is
okay.
really fun. February we have a chocolate covered cheesecake, a chocolate covered cherry. So it's a cherry cheesecake with a chocolate crust that we did, and it's been going crazy. March we're doing
sounds
a mint chocolate chip. It tastes like an Andes candy. It's so good. April we have a carrot cake,
Cheesecake, which is crazy sound, but it's
I was
really
say, how do you?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a walnut crust
Yeah.
with like a carrot
I mean,
cake.
carrot cake, cheesecake, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
So
Combine
Yeah.
the two.
yeah.
We have all
Yeah.
kinds of fun. We're doing an orange creamsicle, a strawberries and cream. We've got a mocha, chocolate mocha.
Nice.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of fun flavors this year.
I'm telling you, if you pull off, obviously you got the cheesecake down. I think if you pull off the popsicle thing or the ice cream, billionaires right here at our tables.
Ice
right
cream, ice cream and Doritos.
Doritos,
That's it.
yes.
That's not
Right.
together.
Yeah.
not mixed. But
Be a
I mean,
very
who
odd
knows?
com-
Who knows, really?
Yeah.
Leave it to this one
People
to
do
figure
the
it
French
out.
fries. People do the French
they
fries
do
and the milkshakes,
French fries
right?
and the frosted. Yeah,
That's
you're
true.
right.
So I mean,
Hey, you might be onto something.
don't leave
I
anything
I
out.
don't. Yeah, I don't know about that. But
Never know. Do you have anything with raspberry?
We have our raspberry cheesecake.
Do you?
Yeah.
How did I not know? Raspberry is like my jam. That's
It's actually
it.
our number one seller.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did I see? I see all your posts. And I'm like chocolate, yes, but I gotta get me some raspberry.
Yeah.
there you go. So, what else besides cheesecakes? I know you mentioned
Yeah,
some
we do
and-
muffins. We have a cinnamon sugar donut muffin that we do, and I put so much time into that. It is just like an old fashioned donut. And then we have a line of bars also. We have a peanut butter bar that tastes like a Reese's cup. We have an almond butter bar, a caramel bar. Our sugar-free caramel is amazing. And then we have a peanutty caramel bar, which is like a Snickers that has the peanuts on top of it. And then in our vegan line, we actually have one of my favorite bars. It's called an Almond Latte. And it's an almond butter bar. It's made with vegan proteins, though, but it is still keto. And then it has some coffee in it.
So it's funny. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but Lacey, my fiance, like I'll get on a kick sometimes, and I did weigh 273 pounds. I'm down to
wow.
about 220 something right now.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And so, I'll eat some healthy stuff and I'll be like, oh, this is delicious. And her question always is it actually delicious or is it Jonathan delicious? Because like I make myself think that something's good even when it's really terrible.
Because you want it to be good, because you know
that's
you need to be eating it.
Mind
Yeah.
over matter kind of thing, right? She's
Yeah.
like, is it actually good or is it Jonathan good? So It sounds like this is probably actually good,
Actually
not just Jonathan good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. No, they are very good. I can test that. The ones
Yeah.
I've tried. Be awesome. So you got, you guys, do you have any more expos or shows you're doing where people can come out and try your stuff or?
Yeah. So in June, we're going to do the Music City Fit.
Okay.
It's an expo, I think
Yep.
is what it's called.
Music
Okay.
City.
Gotcha.
And then we're going to do in Clarksville, it's got CrossFit
CrossFit.
games that we're going to do because we've never really attended any of those events.
I gotcha.
And then we'll do the bell buckle event again. That was
Nice.
really fun. And then, probably we're going to actually do the annual trade show, the nursing home trade show. So it's
Nice.
the Healthcare Association in
That's
August.
brilliant.
So that'll
Heck
be
yeah.
awesome because we'll have all the decision makers from the corporate level there for nursing homes and assisted living.
Nice.
And we have a phone call tomorrow with Tough Mudder people. We
Okay,
might be,
yeah.
like at the end of the courses
Yeah.
for all the
Yeah.
local
That
ones.
would be
That's
cool.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't know how much bandwidth you have for this, but I mean, gosh, there's so many races and different events all over town all the time. Hey, I don't know if this is legal or not, but if you ever want to just set up in my front yard, there's like 3 different marathons that go in front
Oh,
of my
yeah.
house.
He has the perfect
Yeah,
spot.
you can just set up in my front yard.
He's
I won't
right on
charge you
Main Street,
anything.
so, yeah.
So
That's awesome.
I don't know if they would like that or not,
Yeah.
but it's
Or
my
do some
house.
Farmers markets too. Those are
Yeah.
that's a really good.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do the Murfreesboro Farmers Market this summer.
Oh, God, so many
Cool.
people will go out
yes.
to that thing. Yeah.
And then I think the Franklin one.
yeah?
Last year we did Nolensville.
Get in quick on Murfreesboro. Miss Linda,
Yeah, they
Linda
fill up
Weeks
quick,
fills it
don't
up
they?
fast.
Okay.
That's good to
Reach
know.
out. Yeah.
So I got her number if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
When do they
that'd be great.
start?
They start end of April.
Yes.
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Or is
They
it
go all the way
It's
through
either like the
October.
last
Through
week of
October.
April or the first week of May.
Yeah, I think, yeah, one of
right,
those
right
two.
in there.
Yep.
They go all the way through the end of October.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they go long now.
Yeah.
And, just, I know it's a super long shot, but just through happenstance with a lot of certain stories we've done in the past, got a pretty good connection with Costco now. So.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Imagine that. Yeah, can I just have like 1%, please?
Yeah, you all heard it right now.
Yeah.
No, that was just for that Costco story. And next thing you know, meeting all
And
those
this-
people down there. I was like,
you know,
oh, sweet.
I bet.
This fits their business model.
Oh,
with,
yeah, totally.
like kind of curating the best stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. A lot of keto people go to Costco specifically for.
Oh, yeah?
Some of their products. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
Nice.
Costco's so known to have whatever they have is good. you
Yeah,
know?
well, that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing about Sam's catalog is like 280,000 items and Costco's like 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, outside of Instagram, is there any way people can find you, follow you, visit website, anything?
Yeah. Our website, www.proteinsnackshop.com.
Easy enough.
Yep. Our Instagram, our
Can
Facebook.
order directly?
Yep. You can order directly. You can also order and then come pick up at the kitchen. There's like a drop down at checkout, so you can do local pickup or we share.
Which is always nice. I
Yeah.
kind of because it's neat to see people, meet
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. We love when people come by the kitchen. We
Yeah.
give them tours and
Nice,
hang out
okay.
and stuff. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do that. So, how many are in a? Do you do box case? Like how much?
Right now, we're just doing the individual until we get the freezer box going.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So it's and then like on our website, I think if you buy 7, there's a discount like
Okay.
at like 7 packs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So.
But the freezer box, we're hoping to have it done. I mean, we're at the artwork stage. We've already got the
Yeah,
box dimensions. So hopefully this week we'll be done with our artwork.
Yep.
And then it's like a 6-week production, but that'll really open up a lot of doors because in the freezer section the lab said probably minimum a year longer because our film that we use has to hold the nitrogen in. So by doing so, it also holds water in, which causes freezer burn. So without the escape of water, we really don't have the risk of freezer burn either.
God,
So
there's so much to it.
Oh,
holy
it's
crap.
crazy.
I learned every day
right.
is like a
Yeah.
new learning lesson.
Well, and even like our shelf life, we put 4 weeks on it, but most of our products have come back at like 5 or 6 weeks.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
just to be safe, we put 4 weeks on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just amazing for a piece of cheesecake in the refrigerator if you think about it.
It really is.
When we were researching, it's like 5 days is what they were saying for a cheesecake in the refrigerator is good
Yeah.
for. And
Well, and what you just said is very important to me because I'm always a push the envelope kind of guy. So if the expiration date is here, and then like 3 days later, I'm
A
gonna be
week
like,
later, it's still good.
give
Yeah.
it a shot.
Yeah.
my
What's the
buddy
worst
calls
that could happen?
Yeah. If nothing's grown on it, if it's
That's
not
right.
hard.
Nothing's grown on it.
There's
Yeah.
no green. There's no green on it. We're good.
Yeah. Sometimes you can just cut that part off too.
Been known to do that, as a matter of fact.
That's awesome. So have you encountered any issues with anything that you haven't been able to solve yet? Because it sounds like you're just crushing them.
shipping was a monster to
Oh, was it?
overcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because cold packing and shipping, Cost effectively, I think on our website we charge, what is it, $7.99, and we have a big beautiful box with foam insulation, dry ice and gel packs.
Oh, really?
So to do that,
okay,
when we first got into it, I mean, I've sent packages all over,
Yeah,
thermometers.
He would put ice packs and thermometers in them and send them to our friends in Oregon or send them to
Oh, they've
Wisconsin.
been everywhere. And so learning that process, because it's easy to do, but it's not easy to do cost effectively.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Yeah,
So that was
you charge $7.95, but it cost you 30.
well, yeah. So we've got it where we can, hold the price, where we can be competitive, and now even with our retailers, we ship. I mean, we've got retailers clear up in New York.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And so, yeah, and in Florida, so we've been able to keep stuff cold.
It's hard. It's still difficult during the summertime.
Summer is
Oh,
When
sure.
it's super, super hot and something sitting in the back of a semi for
2-3 days.
2-3 days.
But we made it. We made it through our first summer of shipping. I mean, down into the heart of Texas,
Yeah. Oh,
which is
Brutal.
hot during the middle of summer. So that was I would have to say, one of our biggest obstacles. But I feel like
We finally
we
figured it
finally got over that hurdle. You know?
Well, things get fine tuned as you go, and
Yeah.
you'll be something else. And be like, oh, look, we can do this. So yeah, I get you. But
I love it.
yeah, that's awesome. So, but I'm just curious, any like exclusive announcements we can get out of you for this one? No, you got a new flavor coming? You haven't announced yet? I'm totally messing with you, by the way. So I'm just,
I would totally no. I would love to
Leave her
do
on the spot for a
something.
second. Let's see.
Yeah,
wait, no, yes, dun, dun.
No, I wish I had something for you.
No, I was just kidding. That's awesome. Well, I'm gonna go. Seriously, I'm gonna go order some of that raspberry. So.
Well, we'll bring you.
We'll
some
bring you
by.
some this week.
Oh, well,
I'll
yeah,
bring some
hey,
by.
well,
We're just picking at you about that. We'll pay for it.
We,
yeah.
I mean,
So-
we never go anywhere without bringing stuff with us. We
I
were
know,
just
we were
ran
just
out
in
the
such a
kitchen this
hurry this
morning.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, I'd be doing the same. Here, try this.
Yeah.
Try this everywhere you go. Try this, and then buy it here. So,
Yeah, that's right.
yep. And definitely follow them on Instagram. They do some funny stuff. So
Very cool.
I love the occasional one where Sonny comes in. He's
That's as big a part as I
Those ones get the most views,
they?
honestly. Yes, and I keep telling him you need to do more with us.
Hey, y'all need to do like a Where's Sunny thing, like just
Oh,
like
you
Where's
totally
Waldo
should.
kind of
We're-
deal.
That's hilarious.
Pretty soon, I'm going to do like a meet the team in the section I have of him.
Yeah.
Is hilarious.
nice.
I
I can only imagine.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I know he's toning it down for the podcast. I know you are.
John knows me.
Nothing but a good time with these two. So, but
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's cool. Well, thank you all for coming on. Really
thank you
appreciate it.
so
I know
much
you got to
for
get back to the kitchen and everything. So.
Thank you for having us.
But
This is great.
just if you would, one more time recap how they can contact you, website, Instagram, all that stuff.
www.protein-snack-shop.com and then at Protein Snack Shop on Instagram, Facebook.
Okay, there you go.
We appreciate
It was a pleasure
y'all
meeting
so
you guys.
much.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you
It's
so
great
much
meeting
for
you,
having
too.
us.
Oh yeah,
It's been a
definitely. That was a blast. Thank you. So thank you all for tuning in. As always, we appreciate it. And as always, go put a smile on somebody's face today. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.